good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast. And today, I am joined by one of the most battle-tested freshmen in the country, not in the FCS, not in the FBS, in the country, Mr. Tayvion Beasley. Tayvion, what's going on, my boy?
What's up?
Nah, when I say that, I mean it, man, because we all know what school you came from, and that's what got a lot of people excited. But we're gonna get to that later. But first, I want to start off by a few little icebreakers. I want to know where you at as far as when it comes to football. So, first question: top three corners in the game. Who's your top three corners?
Jalen Ramsey is my first. Marshawn Lattimore is right behind him.
Okay, I like that.
And then the third is out of Xavier Howard and Jair Alexander to me.
Oh, all right. So Howard, Jair. I'm gonna take Jair. That's me, but I see why you say Xavier. And that man is highly underrated. Right, now, you're from Cali, so it's only right that I ask you, who's the best athlete to come out of California? See, me, I'm gonna go DeAnthony Thomas. That was my dog. I'm an Oregon fan. But for you,
ever,
ever
him, Adoree, or Reggie Bush from San Diego, right? That count?
I think is Reggie Bush from San Diego?
Yeah, I think he's from like San Diego area.
I mean, yeah, it's still Cali, so hey.
I'll say them three.
Okay, now I like it. I like that fit. Adoree is underrated, bro. It's, he done. I ain't saying he fell off, but you don't really hear about him no more. So I'm glad that you said it. Now, as a corner, right? Would you rather give up no touchdowns all season or catch a pick in every game of the season?
Give up no touchdowns all season.
Word. Nah, because the last person he was like, nah, I need to pick every game. You going the other way. Tell me why you choosing that.
Because if I get to pick every game, like, it make your stats look good. Like Trayvon Diggs, for example, he got 1,000 yards put on him. Like, I don't want that. Like 1,000 yards put on him, but he did have like 12, 11, 13 interceptions, and then no touchdowns is like. What was the corner that went into from Cincinnati? I forgot his name.
Oh, Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, like that looked great on your stat record.
I like that you think like that. Okay, I'm with it. Now, give me one part of your game that you can really flex about. Like if you had
to. I think I have good speed. Like I'm quick, basically.
And you're in Jackson, Mississippi now. You're a Tiger. What's your favorite food spot in Jackson, Mississippi?
Right now, the Village or Zaxby's.
Zaxby's?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, all right. and what was the other one?
The Village.
Okay, so that must be. Is that like a mom and pop shop?
It's like it looked like a house, honestly, but it's like I don't know how to explain it. My roommates introduced me to it.
So like, what do they sell like that? That's a chicken place,
wings, and you can put your sauce on your fries with a roll.
Okay, good. Yeah, I don't blame you. Wings is top tier. Flats or drums?
Drums.
Yo, you different, bro. You different, bro.
Flats, for flats, you got to do too much. You got to do too much for flats to eat it.
What?
Drums, you just eat it.
All right, I guess, man. I guess you different though. I can appreciate that. If you could have an NIL deal with any company, who would it be?
That's a good question. I don't know, honestly.
You ain't got one company in your head.
I'll say Nike. I'll go with Nike.
Yeah, I mean, but why Nike though? Like that's just the brand for you.
Nah, the gear they have be like ridiculously hard.
No, yeah, no, that's facts though. They do be on it. So listen, man, you coming from California, you're in Jackson, Mississippi now. I would imagine that it's a culture shock, right? It's what I want to ask you just to make sure. Was it a culture shock coming from the West Coast to the deep South, the dirty South?
Yes, once I've seen like the lights hanging from wires, I was like, oh yeah, I'm in the South. And
And
then
check this out. All
freezing
right. I want to know, like, is the heat worse where you are?
a little bit, not as bad because Cali it gets super hot, like hot. But people don't think it do, but it get hot. It's just it's more humid, and then that makes the sun worse. That's the only thing I can say. Other than that, it's normal to me. I got used to it fast.
Okay, so that's what it is. It's the humidity, not the sun itself.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to know, like, man, what do you do when you're not playing football? Like, what does Tayvion do in his free time?
Well, I'm in a summer school class, so I do summer school, and then I'll be trying to play the game to keep myself up because the time difference is different. So every time I when I come home, I go to sleep, but I be don't wanting to go to sleep because when I wake back up, I can't go back to sleep, and I got practice in the morning. So I try to play the game, and I do schoolwork, and that's it. Anything that keep me occupied, I'll go out like to eat with my roommates and stuff like that.
You a PlayStation guy? You an Xbox guy?
PlayStation.
All right, okay, all right. Now we getting somewhere. What you play the regular 2K Madden, and do you really get into gaming? Like what games you playing?
I play 2K, Madden, and Call of Duty.
That's everybody three. Like y'all don't want no story games. Y'all
Them the,
like
them the
it's,
only good games.
I guess, man. Y'all like this. I get it. You play online on Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I can't with y'all boys, bro. Y'all ain't got too good on that for me. Now, I want to get into you at St. John's Bosco, bro. You come from a powerhouse program in California. You know, as a matter of fact, I was a fan of the program back with Josh Rosen and Sean McGrew and those guys were there,
Mm.
right?
Jalil Wadu.
So, huh?
I said with Jalil Wadu in him. Yeah. My brother was on that team, but he was a freshman when they were seniors.
Right, like that was like a classic squad, right? And I want to know, like, what's it like playing for a powerhouse program in high school?
It helped me to when I came in college. It helped me a lot. I didn't realize it till like 2 days. Like when I got to practice, it's just at college is faster. And then that's when I realized, like, dang, Bosco really like helped me and prepared me. And like, far as playing wise, it was fun if you ask me. Like playing in front of all those people and playing all those good people, having all the uniforms and publicity. It was fun.
And because I know y'all just got that new stadium like what a couple years ago.
When I was a sophomore in high school,
Sophomore.
2000, 2000. No, I was a freshman. My bad. I was a freshman. 2018. We got it.
Were you on varsity as a freshman or JV?
No, I was on freshman as a freshman. And sophomore, that's when I started my sophomore year.
So you was around DJ Uyungale,
Yeah.
and those guys like that. Boy, man, you really come from a great program, man. And I was gonna ask you, like, in what ways does a school like St. John's Bosco prepare you for the next level? Like you said, speed. Is the scheduling kind of the same? Do they prepare you in that way? Is the expectations, the workload, is that the same as well?
The only thing I would say is the timing. Like we didn't have morning workouts and stuff like that. But everything else as far even like the playbook and stuff, we got the same like names and everything, like the workouts and everything. It's just faster up here.
Hey, shout out to Blue Bloods. My boy Blue said CFL getting a real exclusive. Hey, Tayvion was a hard man to track down, but I'm glad I got him, man. Real quick, and before we keep moving on, man, we got about 87 people and 93 people now and counting. Like the stream, please, as we get more people in here so it can reach out to more people and everybody can come in. Normally, I don't really answer the fan questions until the end, but I actually want to know this as well. Somebody said, did you play with Real Mitchell? First of all, did you? Because I know you had to be there with Real, right?
No, actually, I knew Real before Bosco because him and my brother we used to run track, and it was like the fastest in the country. So it will always be them two for the 100 finals, and they'll beat each other, whatever. So they went to Bosco together. He was actually on my brother team in state. I think that was 2016 when they won state. He was on that team. But I knew who he was. Like we know each other because of my brother.
See, I was about to ask you if you got on, if you was able to get on them cameras when they brought that show, QB1 Beyond the Lights of St. John's Bosco. I was trying to see if you
I
got your
wasn't
little
there.
cameo. All right, now I ask you in what ways do they prepare you? Now, are there any cons? I know the pros, right? But are there any cons to playing in the hardest conference in high school football? Because that's what it is. Y'all got modern day. Y'all got Servite. You know, like y'all got it was some hard schools in that conference. So are there any cons?
I don't think there's no cons to me. It's just we play good teams. That's the only con.
Okay, nah, hey, I love the confidence, bro. Because like I imagine, like, okay, you're going against like the top dudes on a weekly basis. You don't get a break from it. So if you put in bad film out there, bro, the stock dropping, right? But if you balling, the stock going up. That's why I just want to make sure, like, is it a good or a bad thing?
It's a good thing to me. It helps me play like especially at practice. Like since we have a lot of good people on the team, it helps me in the game. And then playing against the people that I played against in high school helps me in college.
Now, being at St. John's Bosco, there were a lot of games where y'all drew big crowds. Just watching some of y'all older games, like before you even before you were even old enough to play varsity, right? So, what game during your career gave you like a college like atmosphere? Like it was just crazy. Like what game was that for you?
All the modern day games since I've been at Bosco and the Servite game.
I figured it would be modern day for y'all. What's the rivalry with that? Like when did that was that beef always there with y'all two programs? Like did that just start?
When my brother was that it been a rivalry. I think it is because we always like the top teams in like high school football, and they know we gotta play each other. So I think that's how it became. I don't really know personally, but that's what I think. And then they'll beat us, we beat them, go back and forth.
Now I know one of those years y'all faced each other in the state championship. I think that was Bryce Young's last year, and DJ's last year. It was the state championship played at Shaw Stadium. Like, did I see that correct?
No, it was at Cerritos. We played that year. We did play them at home though. The first time, that's when they beat us, and then we played them at state at Cerritos and beat them.
Okay, all right, just making sure. Now, I'm glad that I'm glad that you mentioned that rivalry, man. Because every time I see y'all versus Modern Day, it's like I don't know. It's always such a dogfight with y'all two programs. I love to see it, man. Y'all definitely draw crowds. Now, do you believe that your resume of versus the receivers that you've guarded in high school, do you think that makes you the most battle tested freshman? Because I can say it, like I can call you that, but do you believe that you're the most battle tested freshman? Aside from obviously like Travis.
I personally think yes. I think it would make me that.
And who were some of the best receivers that you face, if I might ask? Like who were some of the guys?
From practice, I'll say Chris Hudson, that's at Oregon, Logan Loyal from UCLA. Outside of Bosco, CJ Williams, that's at USC. Luther Burden, he's in my class.
Missouri, right? The 5-star guy. Oh my God, bro.
Malachi, no, his name Makai. Makai Lemon from Los Al. DeAndre Moore that just transferred to Bosco. T Mac that's at U of A.
Oh my God.
That's about it. Oh, and Jermaine Burton that's at Alabama.
I ain't heard a resume like that since Darrell Revis, J.C. Horn, dog. Like, bro, every week you have like you went against dudes like that throughout your career. That's crazy. Like, how did you do against like how did you fare against that competition?
Going against Chris Hudson every day, honestly. That's what I tell everybody. I think he like was like when I was a sophomore, I had to guard him like ones versus ones every single day. And he to me he's a complete wideout. So I feel like if I can guard him, I can guard anybody as a sophomore.
Oh, that's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. And there times in your career where you look at the guy that you had to guard who is maybe on an opposing team who you know is going Power 5, and you said to yourself like, damn, like I gotta make sure I'm on my stuff. Like I don't get a break from this. You feel me? Because I can't put bad tape out. And I don't get a break from this. Like, dang, I gotta stay on my stuff. Like, was there ever a moment where you thought like, boy, it never gets easier?
My sophomore year, I think it's going into the playoffs. When we was going into the playoffs, we had to play Jermaine. We had to play Calabasas.
Mm.
They was both 5-star, and those was big. And I was only like 5'9" or 5'10". I was 150. I was little. And then when we walked out, I remember the whole DB court was looking at him and was like, bro, like, what are we finna do? And then we got in the game, and then I was on Jermaine, and they kept throwing it to him, but he wasn't catching no passes. Like that, I think that was the best game of my high school career.
Oh no, that's dope though.
When I guarded him.
Okay, so like you went in there like, bro, I don't know what the hell we gonna do. And then during the game, like you was really on your stuff. Like you actually had the best game of your career. That's a dope story. And we're talking about the Calabasas team with Micah Pittman and like those kind of guys, right?
The year after him.
The year after, okay.
It was the same team, just without him.
Okay, yeah. So that was definitely some competition for y'all. I like that. Now, what's the best wide receiver like ever that you had? Not on your team, but like just from the opposing side. Who's the best wide receiver that you had to face? And where's he at now?
The best,
like the one who gave you the most fits, like the most challenging wide receiver you've had to face in your high school career.
Luther Burden or Makai Lemon, and I could put DeAndre Moore in there. It would be out of them three, and that was all my senior year.
Oh my! All right, so for those of y'all who are watching, right, Luther Burden is a 5-star prospect. Those other two guys, are they what? They 4 stars?
Oh no, they both 5-star All-Americans. One is committed to USC, and one just committed to Louisville.
That is a resume. You feel me? To everybody watching, that is a resume. All right, hey, bro. Nah, that's crazy. Now, tell me about your recruiting story, because I was doing the commitment series, and the night before signing day, we found out about you. And that's when I made the video. I was the first one to drop the video on you. We found out that you came from Bosco. We was like, we ain't even know they was recruiting this guy. Like what? Like where he come from? Like we wanted to know more about you. So how did that happen? How did you end up at Jackson State? During your recruiting, who were schools that were after you? What offers did you have? I want to know the whole story.
So when I was a sophomore, no, I was a freshman going into my sophomore year. I never played varsity before. We had this thing at Bosco called a showcase. It's called a showcase, and all the college coaches come out. Mm-hmm. So we did that, and then the very next day, no, not the next day, that night, BYU offered me. My coach called me, and he got on the phone with the coach, and I got on the phone with the coach. Then he offered me. And then the very next day, Oregon offered me. And then, like, some weeks later, I went to a SC tournament for Premium. And then they offered me. And then after my sophomore season was over, Michigan offered me. And then UNLV, Nevada, Oregon State. I forgot the rest of the schools. But that's when and then Jackson State, after my senior season was over, it was weird because Coach Mathis texted me, the corner coach at Jackson State. But then I was like, well, who is this? And then I looked, and then it said Jackson State DB coach. I told my mom and my brother so fast, like, look at y'all. I was so happy. So I don't know why. I was just so happy, like, dang, that's Jackson State. So then after that, I just kept the relationship going on and on and on. And then a day before the signing day, he called me during school and was talking. Then I had gone to Zoom meeting with Prime and Coach AB. And then there was asking me questions about myself and like, am I ready to play in the South and all that. So then that night, like it's nighttime now. That's when he called me and then offered me.
He offered you the night before signing it?
Yeah, yeah.
and you took a chance and you was like, nah, I'm going. Like that's prime, I'm going. Bro, I love that because you really bet on yourself. Like you took that took a lot of confidence, I would imagine. Well, like a lot of courage to say, you know what? Nah, I'm going. I know I got these offers. I'm going to learn from Prime, one of the best to ever do it. Like how fast did it take you to make that decision?
Right when he offered me.
Like like right when he like you just knew right when he offered you the scholarship. Like nah, I'm going.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Man, and did you tell anybody? Like, did you tell your mom like right then and there? Like, bro, I'm going to Jackson State. Like,
Right.
it's over with. They just offered me. Like, or did you keep that to yourself and surprised everybody the next day?
So when I was home, when I got, I was actually home by myself. As soon as I got off the phone, when I called my mom and my dad and my brother, that's when they found out. And then when I posted it, everybody found out.
Oh, so like, what did your coaches say to you? Like your high school coaches? Because like I imagine it was a shock to them. Like, what did they
Yeah,
say?
they were shocked too because they didn't know. Nobody knew I was talking to Jackson State but me. And then when they found out, they was like, "No way, you just committed to Jackson State." And I think Miss Jessie, she's like a manager of the team basically. She was even like, "Oh my gosh, that Jackson State." And I was just telling them like, "Yeah." They were super happy.
That's an incredible story. I love it. And shout out to Jeff Lightsey because I did watch some of your interview on his channel as well. Jeff Lightsey, that's my dog. Shout out to him. Got it because you got to credit him for that because I know he broke the news about him them offering you late. I mean early late and you committing. I remember that. So what's it like being coached by the GOAT of your position? Like, and I asked you this because I was watching a media day for the OVC where Tennessee State is, and they were asking this running back, "How's it feel to be coached by one of a Hall of Fame at your position?" And he was like, "Straight up, it's not fun. Like it ain't fun being coached by the go to your position because they always expect a certain style of play out of you, a certain thing out of you. So for you, how is it? What's it like being coached by the GOAT of the cornerback position?"
I think it's fun playing for Dion. Reason being, well, meaning that he played corner, he do watch us a lot. Like he'll critique us a lot.
Right.
It don't be like bad critiquing, it be good critiquing. And then like as far as like playing for him, it's like dang, like I play for Deion Sanders, like every time I look at him, like every day, like it's like dang, like he's like arguably the best player ever and like ever.
And so like it really hasn't even settled in for you yet. Like Coach Prime is my head coach. Like I play for this man. Like it ain't even settled in yet, really.
Not really. Like it's like crazy. Like, every day is crazy. Like and then I like how he's so energetic and he always like keep a positive attitude.
Mm. Dog. Okay, and with his coaching style, you said that it's not bad critiquing when he does do it. It's like it's encouraging in a way. Like he doesn't really. I know he get upset because I done seen the sound bites with the get off the field and everything like that. But I seen the sound bites, but he encourages y'all though.
Yes, sir.
That's interesting, because looking at the greats, like normally you see greats don't have a lot of patience when they're teaching kids, like because they feel like I'm able to do this so easily. You need to be able to do this so easily as well. So that's interesting that you gave me that perspective or gave us that perspective that Coach Prime is really encouraging with his critique. I like that. Now you are a part of a very talented defensive back group at Jackson State, one who's even more talented than last year, right? Nugget, Travis, Cam Silman, Greg Great, Shiloh, you, Isaiah Bowden, Kevrick, right? Like it's so I know I'm still forgetting people. That's just how much DBs y'all got. Like in your opinion, like how dominant can this group be? Like, are y'all? Do you can when you're around these dudes and you're practicing with these dudes? Do you ever look and think like, nah, we're gonna do a lot of damage next season?
Every practice I say that every day. Literally every day.
Really?
Every practice, yeah. Like it's hard to find holes in our defense. Like when we in zone, it's hard to throw it. When we in man, it's hard to throw it. We get turnovers every day in practice. These
What?
past 2-3 days, we had a turnover like every day.
Like a pick?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my! Against that receiving room?
Wait, what did you say?
Against those receivers that y'all have, those dogs, like y'all been coming up with picks every day.
Yes.
See, all right. See, now I need you. Now I need you to go in depth, right? Because just like y'all are such a talented defensive back group, y'all receiving room is crazy. Everybody says that. Like y'all got a receiving room that can compete with FBS schools. So it's like I imagine practice every day with y'all is a straight up dog fight. Like because like there's talented guys on offense, there's talented guys on defense. So it's like, be honest with me now. Who's winning who winning the majority of them battles?
Us.
Just accuracy.
Nah,
Okay.
at first they was winning. I'm not gonna lie. And then when we like got more together, the communication got better. Us learning the plays more when they motioning. I honestly think that's why we got better. Because we starting to catch on with the defenses, and we got more of a relationship through the whole DB room, and
Mm-hmm.
our communicating skills is better. And we all know what like the safety doing, the nickel doing, the back. So it's like it's easier to play as the play is going.
Oh, that's okay. I love it. And I also want to talk about the relationship that you guys have just as a team, right? Like every time I look on the pregame show at their content, I see the offense talking to the defense, defense coming out the weight room, and the offense pushing them like I see all that, and I'm thinking to myself like, these dudes ain't even really been all together for that long, and yet the chemistry is like they clicking. Like that chemistry is really building so quickly. Like how do y'all do that? Like do y'all have a set routine to get guys ingratiated into the JSU culture? Like how do y'all mesh together as a team so quickly?
For me, I think they just welcome you in, and then you just fit in. I knew like we was one team like when we was on a bus going around stadiums, and we started battling together.
And that's another thing. I seen the battle raps, right? Like, um, from the video I seen, it looked like the defense won it. So I give y'all that. I think Kobe Paul came in and he ain't delivered what he was supposed to deliver. You feel me? And that ain't no diss to Kobe. That ain't no diss to Kobe. But I love the competitive spirit versus you guys. I think it's going to help y'all out tremendously next season. And I know, like, of course, y'all act the way y'all do in practice because it's competition driven, but it's all love. Like, I know when y'all get to the game, y'all gonna be supporting the offense when they on the field, and the offense are gonna be supporting y'all when y'all on the field. I get the feel like that's what it's gonna be with this team. Like y'all are just all so cool. Now, let me see. I want to know, how confident is you that you're going to be? Well, I know you're going to Miami. I think there ain't a person in this chat right now. 150 people, ain't a person in this chat right now who don't believe that you're not going to be a part of that 65 going to Miami, right? But the question is, how comfortable are you that you're going to be the starter when you get to Miami?
Confident or comfortable?
Like, how confident are you that you're going to be the starter?
Super confident.
Oh,
I,
I mean,
when it comes to football, I don't like to put nobody over me.
no, I get it. I get it. And I ain't going like I'm not gonna ask you to, big up yourself and down somebody else. I just want to know, like, you feel like you have a good shot at stepping on the field, like play one from the get-go. Like you feel like you've been putting in that work, and that because your resume, of course, like I know you feel like you're ready to go.
Yes, sir. I think I'm super confident to be starting game 1.
And the game one is in Miami. Dolphin Stadium, the Orange Blossom Classic. Cameras gonna be there, the crowd's gonna be there, and you weren't a part of last year's team, so I could, of course, now that Jackson State, running through the SWAC, going undefeated, they made a lot of people mad because a lot of people didn't want them to have this success as fast as they did. So going into this season, you had to hear Coach Prime say, "Y'all are the hunted." People want it back in blood. And even though you ain't there, they don't care. They coming for it all. Like they trying to take y'all off the throne. Knowing that week one, you're going up against an opponent who could have been in y'all's position last season, but if it wasn't for 1 point. Is there any nerves with you knowing that, like, straight out the gate, like, is everybody gonna be flying? This is serious. Every game counts. Like, we gotta be perfect. Is there any nerves there for you, or are you just ready to go?
I'm ready to go. It's crazy because we were talking about that game today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're in the cafeteria. Not in the cafeteria. Yeah, in the cafeteria. We was talking about it today.
So, like, are all y'all excited about it? There's some people that's nervous. Like, what? Tell me what you can tell me. You ain't gotta expose everything, but tell me what you can tell me.
I'll say we excited. They're gonna try to bring their best, but I personally think they're not gonna beat us. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, hey, I love it. I love it. Let me say that. I love it. We ain't even gonna go further into that. No, you as an individual, do you have any personal goals next season? Is there anything that you want to accomplish? Any accolade that you want to get? Like, what's your personal goals for next season?
I want to allow no touchdowns. I want to be, what is it called? Name all SWAC first team.
SWAC newcomer. All SWAC first team. Yeah.
That, and I want to win a championship, and obviously want to start, but that's about it.
And I like that. They're giving up no touchdowns. Tayvion, if you go through the season and you give up no touchdowns, I'm going to bang the table for you, my damn self, to be first team. You feel me? I'm going to bang the table. All right. Now, what is your rebuttal when people bring up, okay, he's talented, but he isn't the prototypical size to play corner? What's your rebuttal to that?
It don't really bother me, but I've seen Buda Baker, Tyre Matthew, Coach Mathis himself. I've seen guys actually smaller than me do it. Right. So I know I could do it if they could do it. And Tyre Matthew was probably one of the best players to come out of LSU. And now he's a top safety in the league, and he's smaller than me.
And you being, your size, right? You got to even remember the Kobe Durant from South Carolina State, last season, he went 4th round. So, it's definitely possible. But you being your size, right? Do you have to find more creative ways when it comes to maybe tackling a guy who's bigger than you? Like, do you have to get more creative with how you play on the defensive side of the ball, or is it just like, no, like, I just play regular like a normal corner would play?
I play regular like a normal corner. Besides, when it comes to tackling, I tackle him lower because obviously the running back gonna be way bigger than me, so I'll tackle him away where you gotta come down. Like, I'm gonna tackle you. Tackle.
Now, I got about 3 or 4 more questions for you. So 160 people in here. It better be 160 likes. That's number 1. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Hit the like button. Number 2, I got like 3 or 4 more questions for him. Go ahead and get your questions for Tayvion out now. At least when by the time I ask these last 2 or these last 4, and we're gonna keep going from there. I just want to give y'all a heads up right now. So Tayvion, I ask a lot of kids this when they come on the show, a lot of players this, and I just want to see if it's different for you. If I hear one name, I'm gonna really get upset. Because I don't know what it is about this dude. But who is on your pregame playlist? Give it to me. Get it to me.
Okay, young boy is a typical answer, so I'm not gonna say him.
You get it. It's always young boy. Like, you
That's
feel me?
that's an obvious question. That's an obvious answer. And
But
then
but
after him, I listen to R3 and S5. They LA rappers. And then I listen like Meek Mill. I listen to him because his songs is like they motivate me, honestly. And then honestly, just them. Oh, and Lil Baby. I listen to Lil Baby too.
is it the dreams and nightmares
Yeah,
that
that he,
okay?
he got. I think it's called Ready or Not. That
Oh,
song too.
I'm gonna check that out. I don't even think I heard that. All right, I like that. Um, you're still early into your college career. You're only a freshman. Have you had a welcome to college football moment yet, though? And what I mean by that is, like, I know you've seen the Coach 30 videos on Instagram. When he makes videos on people. Have you had your welcome to college football moment yet? If not, it's okay. But I just want to know, has it happened yet?
Outside of pads, I'll say yes. When we had to do stadium runs my first week, it was my second day, and
Uh huh.
we had to run the stadium, and I ain't never did that ever in my life. And then the stadium is super huge, and I had to run it. And then as I was running it, I thought I wasn't gonna finish, but I finished. That to me, that was my welcome to college.
Like, okay, so you doing conditioning, and you've never done stadium runs before. Your first time doing it is in a stadium that seats 60,000 people. How far did you even get before like you started really feeling it?
The first one, it was just a little, I went up there. I think it was like I would say like when it hit like 5 or 6. That's when I was like, I was like, I don't know. But then I couldn't quit. I wasn't gonna quit, so I just kept going.
And okay, 5 or 6. Y'all had to run like what, 17 laps or something like that.
No, the first time we did 13.
But
The first time we ran up and back, and then the second time we will run up and then back down, up and back down. We ran that for like half the stadium, like half of the stadium. We ran up and then down like a snake, up and down, up and down.
wow. Wow. And okay, so my last question for you, and then we'll get to the fan questions. Um, what's your major? What are you majoring in right now?
I forgot what it's called, but it's something a lot of football players do it. But I'm gonna change it to business.
You were
I
changing the
want
bit.
to do
And
communications, but I'm gonna change it to business.
what do you hope to do with that degree by the time you graduate?
I want to do real estate.
Real estate. Okay. All right, now that's not bad. And we gonna open it up to the fans, right? Because I know we got like 172 people in here. Like I say, it better be 172 likes to all the people that's watching. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. Also, if you want to become a member of this channel, y'all need to do so. You know why? Because when we have call-in shows, your call's gonna be prioritized. When you comment, it's gonna be prioritized. You feel me? So you might wanna consider it. There's different tiers to different subscriptions. I'm just throwing that out there. Y'all do with that what y'all will. Now let's get to that first question. Jawan Ford wants to know for you, Tayvion, what number will you be wearing this year?
28
28. Did you pick that number or was that number given to you?
given to me.
Okay, so you gonna because I'm all right. Freshmen don't really get to pick what number they want. I get it. All right, let's see, are you gonna change that number next year?
Yes, sir.
And you gonna try to get your old high school number when you do?
Well, Shador number 2, so I ain't getting that.
Okay. So you was yeah. Okay, it's gonna be a little minute. It's gonna be a little minute. Um, my boy Nuenzo, shout out to Nuenzo. He wants to know, has he adjusted to the southern heat and humidity yet?
I have. I actually adjusted pretty fast. I think when I first got out here, I didn't think I was gonna adjust that fast, but like literally, like my second week, I was used to it. Like I was expecting it for it to be hot. I didn't expect it for it to be this humid.
Uh,
I caught on like not 2 weeks, like a week later, I got adjusted.
Okay. All right. So your second week, it ain't that bad. It ain't been that bad of an adjustment. Reese would like to know who is the toughest receiver he had to cover in practice.
Kevin Coleman or Dallas.
Dallas. Okay, because I know Dallas Daniels. He a route technician. So I get that. I get that. But Kevin is still showing out in practice, basically, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, sir.
Good Lord. And you being a defensive guy, I know Travis Hunter plays both ways. When he's on offense, we know he's a great corner, but when he's on offense, just how good of a receiver is he?
I think he's a complete receiver.
Really?
I've seen him make all type of catches. His routes is good, and he fast.
Oh, Travis is like he got burners. Is what you saying?
No, he fast. Yeah.
Like, cause I already thought he was slow, but like I didn't know he was out here like just getting it like that. Okay, all right. Let me see. Let's find another good one. Let's find another good one. What Daryl Burns wants to know: what is your height and weight?
5'11", 170.
5'11", 170. And are you so like? Are you on like a certain plan to like? Is it your goal to put more weight on? Like, are you increasing things in your diet? Like what's going on with that?
I want to put more weight on, but not too much. So I can still be like quick and fast, but I
Mm,
still want to be bigger, mostly to tackle.
got you. Now, Miss Ivy too would like to know: will his family be traveling to any of his games?
Yes, they will.
Have they picked it out yet, or like they gonna decide that later on during the season?
All the home games, and my sister's coming to the Miami game. My mom might come too, but my sister's for sure coming to the Miami game. My sister like traveling, so she was like, "Oh, it gives me more reason to travel." So she's coming to the Miami game.
Okay, so that's all it is for her. It's just a vacation. She don't
Yeah.
even she ain't into football like that. She gonna come see you, but she trying to be in Miami.
No, she is into football because me and my brother, her boyfriend, we all play football. She grew up around football.
Mm, okay. And Rennie Paris would like to know: how would you compare practicing at Jackson State to your high school? And how would you describe the speed of the game compared to high school?
Um, Practicing at Jackson State compared to my high school, I would say it's more challenging. Like it's more like I don't know how to explain it, but it's more like you got to be focused, locked in. High school was like that too, but college is more like you got to be locked in and more focused. And then the speed of the game is way different. It's way faster, way faster. Like it was when I got used to it though, but when I first got here, it was at a point to where I'll do a play, and then I'll just be getting back to the line of scrimmage, and they saying go already. Like it was fast, and then the weight room was way everything was way faster.
Okay. Hey, all right. There you have it. Israel Carey would like to know: do you have any pregame ritual? Shout out to Israel. He's a member.
Um, my mom would text me a paragraph before every game, and then that's it. And I listen to music. I get dressed, listen to music, and just log in.
And Mona Lisa would like to know: is he interested in running track at Jackson State?
I might end up running track. I ran track last year, but it didn't end. We wanted to end.
Okay. What's the 40 time looking like? What's the
I haven't
40?
ran 40 since I was like a sophomore. When I was a sophomore, I think I ran a 4.5.
Okay. All right. So I know that number down by now.
Yeah,
You only
it's
got it
4.
faster.
It's 4.
Oh, so yeah. So you definitely a 4-4 guy. Okay. All right, somebody just asked that. What's his 40 time if he was ever time? There you have it, Mr. Jerry Jackson. He's in that 4-4 range. Um, One Main TV. He already talked about his personal goals, but I mean, if you wouldn't mind saying it again, Tayvion, for my boy One Main TV. He wants to know what are your personal goals and team goals for next season.
I want to win another SWAC championship, not get scored on all year, and be SWAC all team. I think that's what it's called. And that's about it. Oh, and not miss no tackles.
Okay. All right. And I don't even know what this means because I'm not a track guy, but Rennie Paris would like to know: what is your PB in the 100 meters and the 200 meters?
And the 100 meter is 10.8. It's 10.8, and then I didn't run the 200 last year.
Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna take a couple more, and then I'm gonna get them up out of here. We ain't gonna hold them. We ain't gonna hold them too long. I see somebody asking about the housing. Listen, I don't know what's going on with housing right now, but I feel like that's a question I should not be asking that man. All right. Now, my boy Zoe would like to know: has he been to Stamps yet?
I don't know what stamps is.
You don't know what's is that a restaurant? Zoe, is that a restaurant? Let me know.
If it
And
is,
Diamond, I I don't know why Diamond asking this because I'm we all know you started, but she wanted to know how much playing time did he get last year.
I started in high school.
You know, like Diamond, it's all love. But yeah, he started in high school, so he got a lot. He got a lot of playing time for sure. My boys though say it's a burger joint, so I guess that's something for you to check out. Stamps, whenever you get time, free time. Um, Let me see. One, okay, I'll make this the last question because I like this. Is he enjoying Jackson State in the HBCU experience?
Yes, I went.
And
I went out one time with Kevin Coleman, and it was good.
you're an HBCU athlete, so what's something that you enjoy about HBCU culture?
Um, that I could learn more about my culture, and a lot of people. Well, that was surprising to me. Not so surprising, but a lot of people like know like or the DB room specifically know a lot about God, and they know like a lot of stuff, and I learn like new stuff every day. I learn new stuff about Jackson State every day too. Honestly,
All right. There y'all have it. Tayvion Beasley, highly requested. I know y'all wanted to see him real bad, and we finally got him on because I wanted him on the show bad too. So we definitely appreciate this interview. It was so enjoyable. Let me see, Diamond. I know Diamond here. Hey, don't worry about it. Diamond didn't know you was she didn't know that you were a freshman. Now that's why she asked the question.
it's
Diamond, ain't no
okay.
worry. Hey, it's all good. It is what it is. No, hey, Tayvion, if you got any shout outs or anything that you want to say, now's the time to do so to the people watching. You can shout out your social media. I have it in the ticker for those of you who would like to follow him on Instagram and Twitter, but now's your time.
Uh, I don't want to shout nothing out.
Tayvion, you just different, bro. Tayvion, you different. You different, bro. I like that. I like that. Just go ahead and say it, even though it's in the ticket. Go ahead and say your social media for people.
My Instagram handle is Tayvion Beasley, Tayvion Beasley, and my Twitter is Beasley Tayvion, Beasley Tayvion.
All right. And but before he leave here, for the people who came in late, he a drum person. He don't like flats. He don't prefer flats. He like drums. All right. That's if that ain't the most different answer I ever heard. Y'all just know that. Just know I had to let people know that because I really is. But hey, this was a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for being on the
Thank you for
channel,
having
bro. I'm gonna get up with you for sure once this is done. But I really appreciate it, man. Have a good day.
you too.
All right, man. All right, there you have it. That's Tayvion Beasley of Jackson State, one of the newest DBs of the year. Man, listen, high hopes for him. High hopes for him. Now we knew this man had a really good resume of very good receivers that he's faced in high school. Like I said, he played in the toughest conference in high school football. But for him to face three five-star receivers his senior season, three five-star receivers, and hold his own, oh my goodness. I know I don't have worries about Tayvion. I do not have worries about Tayvion Beasley. He is gonna be such a dog in that slot position. And when he's able to get bigger, it's over with. It's a lot. For his goal to be not to give up a touchdown in his freshman season. I love that about him. He has high expectations for himself, and I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to achieve that. He's fast, right? He knows how to tackle. And, his tackling is only going to get better as he gets bigger. Like it's I can't wait for Tayvion, man. Cannot wait for Tayvion. Tomorrow, because these interviews ain't stopping. I'm on a little bit of a roll. I want to keep going with that. Tomorrow, I know most of y'all not a fan of South Carolina State. I know, I get it. But for your boy, tomorrow, Zion Keith, the biggest addition that South Carolina State has made in this offseason, the Power 5 safety, or DB, because he plays multiple positions, but the Power 5 DB that's coming from Wake Forest, he's a dog. He's going to be on the show. He's at Jackson. He's at South Carolina State now, right? He's the biggest addition that they've had, and he's going to come in and fill the hole of whether it be Saphir Kelly or Jacoby Durant. He's coming on the show. We're going to have him on, so I'd like for y'all to be there. If your hatred for State ain't too bad, if your dislike for South Carolina State ain't too bad. Now, before I go, memberships. Let's talk about it. Consider joining. Why? Because, like I said, Ken, that ain't from last night. That's not the last time Ken's gonna be on the show. And every time Ken's on, we get so much callers. Right? I'm gonna have to put y'all on a time limit, by the way, so I can get to more people. But there's so much callers. We're not always able to get to them all. So if you are a member, from now on, I'm gonna ask you, hey, if you're a member, put your number in the chat. I'm gonna get to your calls first. It's going to be prioritized. Those are just some of the things you'll get if you are a member of the channel. Now, being a member of the channel doesn't really cost a lot. There's tiers to it. You can go over on my channel, the community tab, or wherever you have to go, right? The option is going to be there. You can see the prices, but I think it's not even, I don't even think it's $5. Like, I don't even think that's the cheapest. Hey, shout out to LJ Lowe. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Legion, my boy. So listen, from now on, anytime people like LJ Lowe, when you call into the show, you will be prioritized, right? When you have a comment or a question, you will be prioritized. You will be shouted out. All those things. So, hey, that's just something to think about. But yeah, man, Diamond, no hate for HBC. No hate for South Carolina. Much love for HBC. Of course, now, when I say hate, I don't really mean real hate. I just mean like, the little pettiness that be going on social media, because we be seeing it. Like Dale Burns say no. Hey, my boy Ken. Hey, shout out to Ken. We got to do a show just for the call in. We didn't do it yesterday. Hey, Ken, matter of fact, Ken, get up with me, because we can do that like after tomorrow, because I got an interview tomorrow. But after that, like, we can do that. We can set this thing up this weekend if you want to, and get those calls in for the people who didn't get the call in last night. So get up with me on social media, Ken, when I get up off of here, and we'll definitely set that up. Also, I'm gonna have Swag Buzz on this channel. Just know that Swag Buzz was gonna call in too. He hit me up. He said he was gonna call into the show, but it wasn't. My call-in thing was glitching out. I got it fixed now, but he ain't even get a chance to call in. So we gonna be lit. We gonna be lit. Probably Saturday. All right, bet. Quinn, I'm gonna get up with you after I get off here, and we're gonna go to the details. We're gonna go through the details and everything like that. But hey, y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get a chance to speak y'all piece about what's been going on with everything. Jordan Hatton, you watch Swag Media Day? Nah, I could not catch it. Somebody let me know, like, did anything happen with Swag Media Day? Anything in specific? I know last year, Shador made it equates to a blowout comment, and that blew up for a while. So were there any? And by the way, Blue was at Swag Media Day. I see Blue in the comment section. Go to Blue's channel, check out his interview with Shador. He got a chance to push Shador to the side and interview him. I did see that. It was fire. So go over to Blue's channel and look at that. But he said them phone lines are tough sometimes. Yeah, it is. It is, because everybody be calling in. Travis in a boot. Yeah, I know Travis is in a boot. So for those of y'all who don't know, the injury isn't that bad. Like, it's minor for Travis. Like, in a week or so, he'll be fine. Like, it's not a real bad injury that y'all gotta worry about. Because I know people was panicking. Hell, I was panicking. when I saw him in that booth. I was like, what, what's going on? We can't have that boy out. You feel me? But yeah. Hold on. I got that Travis interview too, but it hasn't dropped yet. Hey, first of all, congratulations, Blue, because man, that's definitely big. Hey, be on the lookout for that Travis Hunter interview because I'm gonna be locked into that. I'm gonna be locked into that. So congratulations to my boy Blue, because I know that's gonna be dope. We can't wait to watch that. But yeah, man. There you go. Ken Clark. Sprained ankle, precaution only, is not bad. Like y'all, so for everybody who was worried about it, because so much people hit me up, it was like, hey, what's going on with Trav? Nah, he's good. He's good. Y'all don't gotta worry about that. Y'all don't have to worry about that. Thank you, Ken. CFL Ken, the Swag Buzz and Blue Bloods, for the positive content. Thank you, Diamond, and thank you for the people who donated too. Don't think I didn't see it or I don't want to acknowledge it. But sometimes when I'm in like the interview mode, like I just be so focused on the person talking because I don't want to be rude and not pay attention to them. So I just be going. As for why Swag Buzz couldn't be on last night, because I did ask him, and he's really down to do it. Like he wants to be on the show, and we gonna have that happen. Me, him, and Ken specifically. Is he like his camera? Like something was up with his camera. Like he don't got a good quality camera. He trying to get that. When he gets that, we gonna be good to go. But yeah, we gonna give y'all that show because I know that's gonna be dope. Grambling was dressed like the devil. I saw because I saw the picture. I saw the pictures, dog. I ain't no comment on that. I ain't joking off the ground with it. No comment on it. Oh man. Shador has turned into a true leader. He was on point today. Okay, that's what I like to hear. Wow, boy. Ken, CFL, Swag Buzz, Blue Bloods, Jeff Lightsey need a roundtable interview. I would love that, honestly. Y'all talk to them. Get that. Yeah, let's get that in the works. I would love that. I would definitely love that. Vaughn, hey, thank you for the donation, my boy. If you go on my channel, right, you will see that option. I most likely, go to my channel. And like you'll see the option of the thing pop up. Like, do you want to become a member? Yes, and like are you interested in becoming a member? Yes or no. You click that, or you can just go on a regular video as well, and it will ask you like somewhere right below the video, do you want to become a member? It's there. The round table coming soon. Can't say more. Yeah, Blue do got the round table in the works. I'm gonna definitely be on that. Y'all know that. Look out for that boy. Blue dropping heat. Blue is dropping heat. All right, so I saw a picture of the Grambling players. You mean to tell me that Hugh Jackson had on a all gold suit? He had on an all gold suit. They look like they were members of the gospel quartet from. Oh my god. Okay, nah, yeah. I need to go on social media and check this out. Let me get up off here. Talk about Quay Davis using him as a running back. Talked about Quay Davis using Quay Davis as a running back. Okay, that's okay. I'm interested to see how they're gonna do that. Hey, all right, because y'all roasting Hugh Jackson. Let me get up out of here. Hey, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like I said, tomorrow, Zion Keith, the biggest addition to South Carolina State's team in the offseason, coming from Wake Forest, a Power 5 school. He's going to be on the interview. He's going to be on the show for a live interview. Check that out. After that, I'm going to try to get somebody else on here, right? Like I want to keep these interviews going while the momentum is, while everybody's so in the mood of doing interviews. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. 5:30. Don't forget that, 5:30, but I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.